Hello everyone, I'm Khôi and today I will with my team who is my Khanh Minh Huy Trí Khang và and I can represent to you a topic about impact of ecotourism in Vietnam. First, we should have a look at some information that we're gonna talk about. First is introduction, second is corporate social responsibilities, third is model analysis, fourth is the impact of COVID-19 in tourism, and then is conclusion and reference. And now I will tell you about reality that tourism have to cope with nowadays. These days, natural resources of Vietnam have been seriously damaged by improper exploitation of tourism, letting ecosystem hardly to simply recover as a result of erosion, pollution, the loss of natural habitats, and forest fire. Therefore, the Vietnam government has supported and encouraged the tourism sector in its economy to focus more on developing and imitating ecotourism as an alternative for the issue. Battulong National Park is a national biosphere reserve in Battulong Bay area, Vân Đồn Street, Quảng Ninh Province. By analyzing a case study on Battulong National Park, it could be seen that there have been some positive change in the environment, including the eco-friendly strategies. Since tourism is a smoke-free industry, generate a trillion US dollars. For example, in 2019, total revenue of international tourism estimated to be 1.48 trillion US dollar. In 2017, the Asian organization officially recognized Battulong National Park as the 38th Heritage Park of Asia. Established in 2001, surrounded by gigantic rocky limestone mountains, the park covers 15,783 hectares, including 6,125 hectares of island land and 9,698 hectares of tidal land. The ecotourist site is now the home to 672 species of terrestrial plants and 178 aquatic floral species, of which 11 species have been listed in Vietnam Red Book of Endangered Species. It also hosts 170 species of terrestrial animals, including 9 species listed as endangered in Vietnam Book Red. Currently, Battulong National Park is being cared for by Vietnam departments in planning and promoting ecotourism activities associated with environmental protection, expanding sightseeing routes and stopping points, as well as promoting tourism promotion activities.
CSR is a management concept whereby companies integrate social and environmental concerns in their business operation and interaction with their stakeholders. In applying this theory in tourism, generally speaking, and ecotourism specifically, it is believed to help create the unique national tourism image to distinguish it from others, attract foreign direct investment and improve the quality of the labor, control the action of the individuals at a micro levels and businesses at a macro level. The government has been working hard to take into account and adapt this in the Vietnam business model, especially in ecotourism. Moreover, the globalization process has also attracted international companies and expanded the market. By abiding the international rules in trade and market, Vietnam can join many free trade agreements in the area and international societies in order to form alliance for technical support, financial investment, staff training courses, and workforce outsourcing. This will help Vietnam to make important decisions and produce laws in regards to controlling the tourist visit rate, public transportation, taxes on the environment, and other related matters for long-term benefits of the society as a whole. Most importantly, having international partners which already have experience and expertise in waste and pollution management to provide Vietnam with technological support, Vietnam will stand a better chance at maintaining the ecosystem diversity whilst increasing the GDP share in ecotourism. However, CSR is also influenced by many aspects rather than being straightforward and simple. First, we must take into consideration the national diplomatic policies and laws. These either encourage new business plans, new startups, and initiating ecosystem tourism ideas, or even business model modifications. Second, it can be influenced by an unprecedented crisis, for instance, COVID-19. The last aspect in the resources and technology. This reflects the development of countries around the world, and there have been great efforts from multiple countries in inventing new machines used for pollution reduction and improvement. Therefore, if the ecotourism business managed to go hand in hand with these technological advantages, they can get closer to the optimal level of pollution and, of course, gain more attention for marketing and other long term perks to the business. Therefore, by focusing on analyzing the market and the solutions, the nation's economy will keep increasing, the environment will be protected, and ecotourism will also be the choices for many potential tourist companies and business. Based on the supply and demand model, we could see the above graph represent the supply and demand ratio when by too long was still managed by a free market, where small business and individual would invest in a small scale rather than having an established land, use plan, and zoning out the available area. In this case, the price of a ticket would be 100,000 Vietnam dong. However, the price ticket lowers down by 20,000 Vietnam dong thanks to the support and subsidies provided by the government, with the required amount of spending dropping to 80,000 Vietnam dong. By too long experienced a significant leap in the number of tickets sold from 2007 in 6 years by 15.34%. The subsidy has helped tourist companies to lower their costs by 20,000 Vietnam dong per ticket, hence companies might be able to charge the tourists lower or even make more profit out of it. This graph is based on the assumption of a constant marginal private cost or input remains unchanged, in other words. However, with a strategy that aims to balance between making optimal use of the natural resources and conducting protection activities, we could diminish the marginal external cost, making the society to be low impact. To be more specific, the marginal external cost line is MEC1. Producing a marginal social cost is at MSC1 initially. However, after a series of environmental protection efforts such as reducing the amount of plastic bags, the marginal external cost might reduce and jump to the position of MEC2. As a result of that, more visitor meaning more revenue per unit of the external cost. The marginal social cost lowers, allowing the graph to move into MSC2. This process would be graphically expected to achieve the Pareto efficiency. Pareto efficiency means the economy makes the best use of its scarce resources to make goods and service with lowest cost. In this case, we would like to make the lowest impact on the environment. By this approach, we can see an optimized situation where economic and environmental welfare can be ensured. Therefore, a solution to reduce the production and consumption of goods economically for a better quality environment. Second suggestion to this problem is to apply the externality concept. As the capstone of ecotourism is the environment, we can conclude that environmental pollution is one of the biggest problems that needs more attention. We can also define environmental pollution as the external form in which an impact is created within an activity or a process of production or consumption. In this case, it's about the choice of ecotourism, but causes undesirable costs for those activities or other external processes.
Hello everyone, my name is Khang. So far we have presented about the model analysis of Vietnam's ecotourism. And in this part, I would like to give you a short summary on the impact that COVID-19 has made on Vietnam's tourism. As you know, Vietnam's economy was disrupted strongly based on negative impacts that COVID-19 has made in the last year. And Vietnam's tourism is no exception. According to statistics collected by Vietnam Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism, there has been a sharp decline in the demand of tourists in Vietnam during the period from 2019 to 2020. In particular, international travel experienced a sharp drop from 34 to 7 million passengers from 2019 to 2020, whereas the domestic travel also has a a slight decrease from 62 to 46 million passengers during the same period. On the other hand, hotel occupancy rate fell from 81 to 37, 69 to 28, and 61 to 29 in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Vietnam, respectively. Overall, this figure shows that there has been a decline in the demand for tourists in Vietnam during the period from 2019 to 2020. And this is the model of supply and demand of Vietnam tourists during that period because the demand is decreased. So the demand curve is shifted to the left, meaning that less people are willing to pay for Vietnam's tourism. And this caused a lot of negative impacts on Vietnam's tourism in specific and Vietnam economy in general. In order for Vietnam tourism to recover from disease, focusing on domestic travel may be the only choice. International travel has declined sharply in the last few years, and they might need a long time to recover to its original state. On the other hand, domestic travel is not declining at all. In fact, many customers choose to change their preference from international travel to domestic travel to protect themselves and their family from the coronavirus. And there are many choices that Vietnamese people can make when they choose to enjoy the domestic travel, including beach, sightseeing, or nature and mountain climbing. And ecotourism, whose model we have described earlier, is one of the best choice for Vietnamese people if they want to enjoy the domestic travel. And why the reason why ecotourism is such a good choice is thanks to its positive impact on the environment as well as the experience that it gives to the customer. Also, thanks to the help of government, the ticket price of ecotourism is always lower than the traditional tourist, and which help increase the demand. And that is why focusing on domestic travel may somehow help to help the Vietnam tourism to recover. However, because Vietnam's tourism is depend mostly on international travel, and short a small increase in domestic travel is not enough to fit the gap created by the lack of international travelers, and that's why we need to take more action to obtain a real recovery. And that is where technology comes into play. Technology can appear as an effective solution, and a survey showed that 64% of people all over the world and 71% of Vietnamese people think that technology will be important in minimizing human interaction when traveling. And because of the pandemic of COVID-19, most people may not want to go out to interact with each other. In fact, they would like to stay at home, and technology technology gives a really effective solution. Short application, technology application such as online booking service via servers or some virtual tool have to minimize human interaction a lot, and they have the spreading of the coronavirus to decrease significantly. And here, because the uh, because the technology has positive impact on people's preference, they have to increase the demand in tourism, making the demand curve to shift to the right, meaning that more people like to enjoy tourism thanks to the convenience that technology bring them. Not only for the not only technology not only help to increase the demand, but it also has a positive impact on the supply side. For example, booking ticket online will help company to save a tons of paper, which are used to print ticket, and therefore they save a lot of money. Another example is that some virtual tool help the company to save a lot of cost for labor, and that's why they can produce more service to customer. So that is how technology can help to increase the demand for the of customer and also increase the supply from the supply side. And technology is a really effective solution to help Vietnam's tourism to recover from disease.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm An Kang, and I will represent about the conclusion part. So we have 5 things to talk about for today. The first one is promotes ecotourism development. It is fatal for stakeholders to be concerned about environmental pricing policy and revenue usage policy. The second thing is about the evaluates ecotourism potential. First is nature and history. The second is enterprises, activities, and services. The third one is tourist interest. And most important thing is the government act. It's about supporting national companies for lowering ticket price and raising brand awareness. And for nowadays, is the most important thing to reduce the impact of COVID-19 is about the technology. Is an effective solution that will lead Vietnam tourists to recover from diseases. And the last one is further research. It's about analyzing detail both quantitative and quantity for more promotion and expansion of ecotourism. And thank you for listening.